name is Steph Andrea. Welcome to Wild Seed Yoga. Today we'll be going over binds. Binds are positions within postures that allow us to connect, to strengthen, and to create more length and space within the body while reinforcing the motions that we are moving through. As we come into my favorite bind, we'll lift the arms into the sky, bring the hands down to heart center. This is the bind in the palms, connecting fingertips, connecting the heel of the palm. Breathe into your base and belly, lift through your shoulders and along your spine. Exhale to relax in those same shoulders, still allowing yourself space between the shoulder blades, across the chest, and up along the center line. This is a great posture for centering yourself in Warrior 3 or other balancing postures. This is a great space to come into for twists to both keep the integrity of the upper body and to keep the center of gravity close as you navigate and move. The next bind we'll come into is a bind of the palms and the lower back. I'll show you from the side. We'll usually bring the thumbs down or out to the side, fingertips down. From the back, we'll turn the thumbs down and in. Connect the thumbs with the lower back or sides of the body. Press the heel of the palm in, either with pinkies down or pinkies in. Breathe in to lift your shoulders, open your chest, creating space between the shoulders and the palms here again, just in a different direction, right? Exhale, use your core to bring your shoulders back over your hips. And again, to demonstrate, breathe in, open up. And exhale, bring your hands to your lower back, fingertips down, heel of your palm in to ground and connect. Then breathe in to fill your belly up, creating space between the wrists and shoulders, between the hips and shoulders, between the belly and the crown. Allow yourself to relax here, trusting the bind to solidify the opening in your chest. And then exhale to allow your core to come back. Shoulders back over your hips. Relax your palms back in front of your hips. The next bind we will explore is between the elbow and the leg. So for this posture, or for this bind, we're going to use a sage twist. Breathe in to open up across your chest. Exhale, and the first bind we'll create is palms together. So you'll see that sometimes we create combo binds, which is fun in exploring our creativity, right? So we can breathe into the belly, lengthen up through the spine across the chest, using this bind in the palms as our aid. Exhale, release the breath, turn to the right. Again, channeling that twist, right? We're going to connect the elbow and the leg or the knee. Now our twist is complete in a way. Twist is complete as soon as you start turning your shoulders towards the other side of your body. But for the purposes of this illustration, our bind is solidified. So we can then bind the palm and the ground, right? Use the bind between the palm and the ground to lift the shoulders as well. We find integrity by allowing ourselves to be supported here. Although all we're using is our own body, our own joints and connections, our own muscles. And then we can exhale, release, relax, come back to the center. And this time we'll form another bind using the elbow and the knee. This time we'll open out to the other way. can bring your hand to your hip. Again, fingertips down, hand to the lower back or hip. You can also extend your left arm out. Ground in with enough space to create that counterbalance, that tension, that useful tension, intentional. And we'll breathe in to lift through both shoulders, along the spine in a similar way. Now for this next bind, we are going to explore the connection between palm and foot. So you can use your big toe, you can use your ankle, or you can use the arch of your foot. In this case here, I'm going to use the big toe. And one of the things I really want to emphasize for you is that this may be one of those poses that we work towards. I'm going to show you first with a seated pose, as we have been for these binds, so we can focus on the connections. Keep in mind that this may call for flexible hamstrings and openness in the side bodies and flexibility in the side body, as well as openness in the shoulders, right? So first we'll go forward, connecting the palm and the foot. I chose a hook on the big toe. We're going to breathe in to explore that connection between the wrist and the shoulder and solidify the bind between the hand and foot that is also stabilizing the hip. We're going to breathe into the belly here and exhale to relax. Bend the elbow. Notice how that form of connection allows our shoulder and knee to be aligned primarily. So we'll lift back up. As we lift up, ground the left palm, right? And here we have an opportunity to open out to the side. Exhale, come back to the center. Ground into your palms. Lift your foot. Lift your knee. Green. Anyway. So we're going to form another bind here. Breathe and open up. Exhale, draw your palms forward. We're going to fold gently. Connect the palm with the ankle, arch, or big toe. For this case, I'll go with ankle to demonstrate how this can be done. You're going to breathe in to draw your shoulders up. Take up space in the torso as usual, right? And then exhale, relax the hand to your lower back for now or to the ground. Breathe in to gather the energy in your foot, in your hips, and in your back palm. Exhale to lift. Use your core to lift that leg. Keep that bind steady and stable and united as one as you lift your shoulders. I'm going to switch here to the arch of the foot for a little bit for my comfort. And then notice how this bind can stay steady and stable. We'll open out so that the shoulders get to extend and open. And then we'll find that grounding either by binding the palm to the ground, binding the palm to the lower back, or sending the palm out to just maximize that length and that space. Then I recommend that you bend the knee, allow the bind to come down together, and then lift your shoulders back up. So we're gonna align the elbow and shoulders here again. We're still in the same positioning in the feet, but notice how our binds allow us to build from that base and create more integrity across shoulders, along spine, in twists. Let's get into the palms and ground bind. So we always want to have wide fingers when we're rooting the palm. Root into the heel and press out through all your fingertips. Breathe into the space in your belly and your hips, and breathe out. Release the breath, navel in towards your spine, spine towards the sky, chin in towards your chest. Allow your shoulder blades to come apart. Notice how your palms bound with the ground are really dictating the extent of when you fill your belly up, how far you're reaching, the openness in your lower back. And then exhale, allowing you to draw inward. Release the breath, chin to your chest, right? I'm going to widen my feet here for a bit more opening in the hips. You are welcome to do the same. And notice how, again, this grounding in the palms can open up space as we stabilize the upper body, but still create space. And then exhale, move with intention, releasing that breath, pressing the feet against each other, which is yet another bind. Not one that we come across often, but it mirrors the hands to heart center. We have our feet centered and grounded into one another. We have our palms grounded and balancing out our upper body flow. Another breath in and out. Use your palms to lift yourself back up. You can lift them to the fingertips, lift your shoulders back over your hips. Breathe into your belly. Allow yourself to be supported. One more good time here. And then exhale, relax. Our final bind for this video. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Here's another form, binding palms to legs, ankles, while feet are bound to each other. I love combining binds, and I just encourage you to play around some more and support yourself and take the time on the mat to connect with yourself in a deeper sense as well as in the physical sense. Binds are friendly reminders that we have what it takes within ourselves. Thank you for watching, and if you can leave me comments with any questions, I'd greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoy flowing and learning and growing at your pace on and off the mat in your yoga journey, spiritual journey, wellness journey. Here to support you. Wild Seeds. Peace. Until next time.